Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news and myself, Marta. Today is still the 8th of December and I have some news from the Spike VGA 2013 Awards, as of course the winners were announced just last night. Now, I will be saying the categories, the nominees, and of course which game actually won that award. So, just to reiterate, because some of you may have not seen my original video on the nominees, the Game of the Year contenders were Bioshock Infinite, GTA 5, Super Mario 3D World, The Last of Us and Tomb Raider, and the one taking that title was GTA 5, so that is quite a triumph for Rockstar to win over The Last of Us, which is a very, very good game indeed, and of course Bioshock Infinite. Studio of the Year contenders were Irrational Games, Naughty Dog, Rockstar North and the Fulbright Company, and that was won by Naughty Dog. And most anticipated game, which was actually voted on by the fans, the contenders were Destiny, Titanfall, South Park, The Stick of Truth, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt and Watch Dogs, and the winner of that one was Titanfall. Best shooter was between Battlefield 4, Bioshock Infinite, Call of Duty Ghosts and Metro Last Night, and the winner of that was Bioshock Infinite. Best independent game was between Gone Home, Kentucky Route Zero, Papers, Please and The Stanley Parable. And the winner of that was Gone Home. Bit of a shame, I would have liked to see Papers, Please win that, but they were in a few categories, so there's still hope for them yet to win something. Best action-adventure game, was between Assassin's Creed 4, GTA 5, The Last of Us and Tomb Raider, and that was won by Assassin's Creed 4. Best sports game was between FIFA 14, MLB 13 The Show, NBA 2K14 and NHL 14, and that was won by NBA 2K14. Best RPG was between Final Fantasy XIV, Fire Emblem Awakening, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, and Pokemon X and Y, and that was won by Ni no Kuni, which sounds rather deserved. Pokemon could have been nice, but I've heard nothing but good things about Ni no Kuni, so I'm sure that they very much earned that very nice achievement. Best fighting game was between Dive Kick, Injustice, Gods Among Us, Killer Instinct and Tekken Revolution, and the winner of that was Injustice, Gods Among Us. Best driving game was between F1 2013, Grid 2, Forza Motorsport 5, Need for Speed Rivals, and that was the winner of that was Forza Motorsport 5. Best DLC was between Borderlands 2, Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, Dishonored the Knife of Dunwall, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, and Mass Effect Citadel. And the winner of that was Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, quite rightly so, although it's actually not technically DLC, it's rather more of an expandalone. I'm not going to complain, as it was a huge amount of fun and very deserving of such praise. Next up on our list we have Best Xbox Game, which was between Bioshock Infinite, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, GTA 5 and Tomb Raider, and the winner of that was quite rightly so, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Next up in Best PlayStation Game we had GTA 5, Rayman Legends, The Last of Us and Tomb Raider, and the Ripe game won this again with The Last of Us taking that particular trophy home. And Best Nintendo Game was between Pikmin 3, Rayman Legends, Super Mario 3D World and The Wonderful 101, and the winner of that was Super Mario 3D World. Best PC Game was between Battlefield 4, Gone Home, Papers, Please and The Stanley Parable. And again, Gone Home took yet another award here. Bit of a shame, I still wanted to see Papers, Please win something. I can't quite recall if they're in any other categories, but I don't believe so. Next up though we have Best Handheld Game, which is between Animal Crossing, Pokemon X and Y, Tearaway and The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, and Zelda took the title. Best Casual Game was between Animal Crossing New Leaf, Disney Infinity, Plants vs Zombies 2 and Skylanders Swap Force, and that was taken away in the end by Plants vs Zombies 2. Now, next we have Best Voice Actor, and that was between Troy Baker as Joel in The Last of Us, Troy Baker as Booker DeWitt in Bioshock Infinite, Stephen Ogg as Trevor Phillips in GTA 5, and William Dafoe as Nathan Dawkins in Beyond Two Souls. And that was taken away by Troy Baker as Joel in The Last of Us, which I definitely agree with. His voice acting in that game was nothing short of superb. It was, of course, very good in Bioshock Infinite as well. All of the voice actors mentioned here were all very good, so this was probably not an easy decision for the judges to actually make, but I definitely agree that his voice acting in that game was actually excellent. Now, Best Voice Actress was between Ashley Johnson as Ellie in The Last of Us, Courtney Draper as Elizabeth in Bioshock Infinite, Camilla Luddington as Lara Croft in Tomb Raider, and Ellen Page as Jodie Holmes in Beyond Two Souls, and that was taken away by Ashley Johnson, scoring yet another award for The Last of Us. And we've only got 2 more categories left. We've got Best Soundtrack, which was between Bioshock Infinite, GTA 5, Ni no Kuni of Wrath of the White Witch, and The Last of Us. I don't think this was really a contest for most people. This was quite rightly taken away by GTA 5. And Best Song in a Game was between ADHD by Kendrick Lamar, Sleepwalking by the Chain Gang of 1974, Survival by Eminem, and Will the Circle Be Broken? And that was won by Will the Circle Be Broken, which of course was performed by Courtney Draper and Troy Baker in Bioshock Infinite. So there you have it. There are our winners for the VGX Awards 2013. It would have been nice to see Papers, Please take something away. I'm not taking anything away from Gone Home. I'm sure it's an excellent game. I haven't actually played it, I'm going to be honest. But Papers, Please is a love of mine. It's a very, very good game, and I feel it was definitely deserving of recognition. But still, my congrats to Gone Home. I'm sure the best game did indeed win. There's not really many, I disagree with here. The only one is I would have liked to see Papers, Please win something, as I said. And of course, Game of the Year is entirely subjective. You could completely agree or disagree, and of course, it just has something to do with your opinions. So overall, I'd say pretty damn good choices from the judges there. Not too many choices I would disagree with at all, to be quite honest. The most anticipated game, well, from those, for me, between The Witcher or Watch Dogs, and even then I wouldn't be able to choose. So definitely some tough choices to be made here. But I would be curious to see what you guys think of the choices made here, and if the game you wanted to win didn't win, well, what would you have liked them to have won? Anyway, that is me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.